Hello. I'm sort of back. So earlier this morning, afternoon, I don't know, depending on time zone. The Bears released the some of their renderings for the stadium project. One thing I will say, we shall call this prototype stadium for now, because it seems like they don't have any other names for it. Not the stadium, just stadium. It will be Washington football team approved. So there's some extra shit I have, but here's it kind of hold on. Here's this. It kind of looks like a certain Allegiant Stadium, don't you think? But it's again like front view. This is where Soldier Field would be, but then they build like a new museum. Just build this out. This I was pretty excited. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Uh, and then what was it? I looked at the financials. I was like, oh, that's sort of better. I mean, this stuff is so not getting paid off by the Bears, so that's probably like a couple $1 billion. They're supposedly not raising taxes. They're just using it based off of hotel fees. I don't know, but yeah, yeah. That's the Legion Stadium. Also, isn't that the old logo of Monday Night Football? What? uh, but yeah, I was like, okay, so that's pretty good. Uh, the devil's in the details, of course. Although as it was wrapping up, I didn't really watch like the very end of it because that was so boring. I figured out financials. I got stadium. I figured out what the stadium looked like. Don't need any more. But then I saw this from this guy. Notes: Bears new stadium will seat 65,000, which is still one of the smallest in the NFL, similar to Soldier Field. The one that we downsized the amount of seats could be increased. And the worst part will be a turf field. Now, if I recall back to the press conference, they said they wanted to host the World Cup at some point. Do you not realize that FIFA forces you to have a natural grass? And other stadiums have showed you can have natural grass while doing other things. Are you that stupid? Come on, City. And then the 2028 season with no transitional venue, that's good because playing at Northwestern would not be good. Anyhow, that's just not. That was the big killer for me. Like, you're really just gonna have a turf field? Come on. I mean, the governor of Illinois kind of said that remains skeptical and wonder whether it's a good deal. Highest priorities want for taxpayers. I mean, it's at least they aren't like adding some sort of giant tax, but I didn't get it in the screenshot. I didn't get it in a screenshot or whatever, but said something about bonds up like they put like extra bonds at 40 years starting. I'm not like I'm not a I'm not necessarily someone who delves into the math, but it just doesn't seem all that good. But this will have like little league area, little league baseball, some high school fields here for like soccer, American football, and some other things. Keep the arches sort of there. Uh, Ice rink's a good idea, I guess. I mean, the one ice rink that is in town here is, well, in Lincoln is just not that great. But uh, but this, I mean, that's good and all, but is that the only parking deck? I think this is what they showed. These area is like where the parking deck is. Are you seriously? Where's the other? They said something about like adding like interchanges here so that there would be better like traffic or whatever. But it's still gonna be terrible traffic if this isn't like, I don't know, like 30K cars that can fit. Because that was the problem with the original Steam, is that there was just not enough parking. But now you tell me that there's this, which okay, it's not my deal to do that. My notes in here are, at least the outside doesn't look like a Roomba, kind of like how Allegiant Stadium is. Yeah, because if this is a now open in browser, there we go. Because if we look here, it's like intimate seating for unparalleled sight. Like this is totally This is totally like the inside of Allegiant Stadium. Like, huh? I mean, it's made by the same group that made Allegiant Stadium. Like, America made Allegiant Stadium, so it's understandable why it looks like that. I don't know. The only thing, because look at this. This isn't removable for cost-cutting reasons, which is cool. But the one thing that I can take away, that I can say, is that showing up to one of these games on your boat probably be fucking badass. But okay. This is just a dream that they will have. Although, what was funny is that I got the screenshot of this. Let's see here. Yeah, they're gonna try and host a Big Ten championship here. Which, I mean, they'll easily be able to, and might actually give me a reason to go there. But wait, they would host that on Saturday. Oh, they'd have to hope that the Bears aren't like playing that week. Because there'd be no way that they'd hosted this game and then like another thing. But overall, it's better than the deal that they would have gotten with Arlington. Arlington totally fumbled the bag here. The mayor did a good job at not raising taxes, but at the same time, I'm a little skeptical to see what those the bonds are that they're using to fund this. Because if we look at another example with Cincinnati, they're still in the hole with those renovations like over a decade ago. They're still in the hole. In fact, in more of a hole than they were at the start of it. So, I'm just a little skeptical of it, but we'll see. My prayer is that it's better than the renovations that were Soldier Field, and just make it a better experience at these games. I'm glad that they don't have to use like a transitional facility though, because that's good. I mean, it would be like showing up in Illinois for another year, or well, yeah. Would they really have the would they really have the Chicago City logo on? That'd be funny. Actually, they probably would, because it's some of the city, but yeah. I don't know, so if you want to get your last games in Soldier Field, I probably should do it now. I'm a little weirded out by the fact that they'll probably, so since this is not on the same thing or whatever, they'll be able to keep this while this is building next to. Oh, that's gonna be so hard logistically. It'll probably be a nightmare for a while, at least for like traffic's sake. Oh, I don't go to these games because I'm not a Chicagoan, but I know people that would be a little not happy. That's all I have to say. But yeah, it was interesting, what they have here. But as for the draft that's happening tomorrow, I might not be able to make the videos well because um I'm going to Colorado. I'm actually getting on a train in 3 hours from now. So yeah. But anyway, that's all from now. Uh we'll see Caleb Williams pick number 1 and Rome Duzune picked at 9. It's the consensus pick right now. Picks right now. So yeah. That's it. See you then.